Oh my goodness, Christ Almighty, Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I am flabbergasted, as they say. I don't know what to say. I've got no words. I ain't got nobody joining me. No Dami, no Anita. They said they're gone to bed. It's just me and the apple juice. I don't know what to say. I'm smiling because I'm actually shocked. Like, that performance was just so disgusting, man. It was everything I didn't want it to be. It was exactly the same kind of performance that we did at the Emirates. There was nothing there. Just nothing. Nothing there. No energy, no tempo, no passing, nothing. Like, there was nothing. There's no urgency. Like, you're losing the game 1-0. And it's the same thing I said in the preview when I spoke about Arsenal playing Villarreal. You need a goal. You need a goal. And for some reason, these guys weren't interested. They weren't interested. Like, I really don't understand what I just witnessed, if I'm being completely honest. This is why London is always red. Listen, London is not red, but I must say, I don't understand how we've continued to keep Arteta in the job. That's the third defeat in a row. The FA Cup, then you have the Emirates performance, and then you have this performance. So you have 3 defeats in a row. Make it make sense. Against this team. And this is the same team that I still don't rate. I don't rate them. I can't rate them. It's the worst Arsenal team I've seen in my lifetime. How have we even allowed this to happen? How have we given them something to say at the end of the season? I will never understand. I'm absolutely shocked. That performance was just disgusting. That goal that we conceded, disgusting. Jorginho, what are you doing, bro? Pick your head up and know where your players are around you. How are you just passing aimlessly? How are you just, okay, I've received the ball. Your whole thing is about scanning. Your whole thing is about awareness. Your whole thing is about knowing where you are on the pitch. And you just decide to just pass it. Just aimlessly pass it. People will say Zuma passed it to you in a difficult position. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm putting most of the blame on Jorginho. I've watched it back. Zuma passed it into an area where, yes, it's tight, but Jorginho is used to tight situations. He could have passed it to Chilwell, but it doesn't matter. He passed it to Jorginho. He passed it to Jorginho. He didn't pass it ahead of him. He didn't make him stretch. Jorginho then had time to analyze his options, and he chose the goalkeeper, which was his only option. All he had to do was know where the goalkeeper was because he was looking to receive the ball. If you're going to show for the ball, you need to know where you're passing it. So you show for the ball, and then you should be able to pass it to your goalkeeper, and then we play out from the back as normal. I'm sorry. Like, I stand up for Jorginho a lot on this channel, but I'm not going to find excuses for why he made that horrendous pass because there is no excuse. It's not there. It doesn't exist. It's a fugazi. It is a fugazi, I'm afraid. Zuma is not great playing out from the back. He doesn't always make the right decisions, but he did not put Jorginho in serious trouble because there was a pass for Jorginho, and Jorginho is the expert at this. He is the expert of awareness, of knowing where you are, of being press resistant, of playing out from the back. So I expect more from him in that position. That's the point. I expect him to do better. Not Zuma. This is not Zuma's, do you know what I'm saying? This is not Zuma's department. Zuma is from human resources. Yeah? Looking after Mandem on recovery slide tackles. And you put him in the computer science where the brains are. You know what I'm saying? It was never going to work. It's just nuts. It's incredible. This was the first Arsenal team to do the double over Chelsea since the Invincible season. Oh my God. The first Arsenal team to do this to Chelsea since 2003. Oh my God. Do you know how mad that stat is? Let me just... Do you know how crazy that stat is? Deep that. This Arsenal team, the worst Arsenal team I've ever seen. And they've done that. Crazy. Crazy. And by the way, when I keep saying that we need a striker, a number 9, a natural number 9, yes, Kai has done well in some games, but he's not a natural number 9. I've said it before, he's got probably the best all-round traits of everyone, but he's not a natural number 9. He's not an out-and-out striker. And going into next season, this team has got to purchase a gunman, not a false 9, not someone who can play the role and link up nicely and has pace and can be clinical at times. He's had good performances up front. But the meat and potatoes of the situation is we need a gunman. We need an actual striker, a Harry Kane level forward. And I will accept nothing less. You need a proper striker. That 1v1, you have to be putting that in the back of the net, I'm afraid. And I didn't know if he was going to score. Like, I was hoping, but I wasn't sure. Because he's not a striker. Like, he's just playing that role right now because everybody else has been pants up there and not consistent. We need a striker. Nobody can tell me any different. You can't tell me we can go into next season with a 21-year-old who is more of an attacking midfielder leading the line consistently and tell me that's going to challenge for league titles. It's not. You need a striker. Go through Chelsea's title-winning teams. They have a striker. Diego Costa, Drogba. Keep going. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always a striker. We're not Man City. Our attack is not Man City's. It needs that focal point. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Palace, you play Havertz, you play Pulisic, you play Mount. It worked. But not every day can the same recipe make the same great dish. You need at least an option. And when Giroud came on, nothing happened. Nothing happened, if we're honest. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, for once, tactically, I can't even get at them. They moved the line forward. And when Giroud came on, they pushed up their defensive line. You could see every goal kick. Arteta maybe instructed them to say, right, we're not going to play out from the back anymore. We're gonna launch it. So when we now see Giroud on the pitch, we're gonna play a high line, and it worked because we didn't pose no threat. My brother here says, what the fuck? That was disgusting. Why Pulisic does not take players on all back and sideways now. Leicester going to play 10 at the back. Horrible game. Listen, I said previously I wasn't sure about this Gilmour and Jorginho link up in midfield. And the reason why is because I feel like they're too similar. Like, when you have Kante on the pitch and when you have Kovacic on the pitch, you have someone who's going to run or someone that's going to travel with the ball. Someone that is either going to carry the ball with their dribbling or carry the ball with their low sense of gravity. Or when we're making our build-up play, they're going to make runs behind the first press. So if you do slip the ball into them, you can progress the ball. That's what Kante's been doing. Kante hasn't been involved in the initial build-up. Kante's been in that second phase as a box-to-box midfielder. You do your build-up play, you create your triangles, and then you turn the ball around the corner. Kante starts sprinting. You have something to work with. Gilmour and Jorginho were always in line. They were in the same line. Do you know what I'm saying? Vertical, just straight. Then they both wanted to be on the ball. They both wanted to get their head up, but nobody was willing to go a bit beyond. And it was just a bit pedestrian. Do you know what I mean? People will say Gilmour had a good game, maybe because he's younger, but let's be real, he didn't really do anything. Do you know what I mean? He kept the ball nicely, kept it tight and tidy, but we didn't progress the ball. And the front three, by the way, had absolutely no movement today. I don't know what the hell was going on that front three, but these men were not awake. They were not awake. No movement. I actually missed Werner today. Fuck me. I missed him. Can't lie. I actually missed Werner because you know Werner's going to give you movement in a game like this. He's going to make runs. I missed Werner, man. I can't lie to you. Can't believe I'm saying that. Well, I can believe I'm saying that. He's been important this season, but I just can't believe that one game has made me... It's mad. You won't get angry once except Arsenal bogey. Listen, do you know what it is, yeah? I'm not going to, like, scream and, like, throw stuff because I tend to just laugh, innit? I'm laughing out of pain. It's just mad. It's disgraceful. The performance in that second half when you know that you need to score. I said before this game, this was a big game for us. I was talking it up. We had troops, we had Zar. I said, this is a big game for us. What did I name the stream? Redemption and Revenge. I didn't name the stream Walk in the Park, who cares? I named it Redemption and Revenge. What did I say on Dami's stream? Literally, the motivation is there for our players. There should be no motivation issues. I was thinking, where's the motivation going to come from an Arsenal perspective? Because they're not playing for anything. This team, all you had to do was show them the video clip from the game at the Emirates, and that's it. That's it. That's the only motivation you need. You know you played shit against these lot last time, so why are you coming into this game complacent? It doesn't make any sense. This game, you win this game, and top 4 is done. I said it. You go back into third, you open up a gap, it's done. Then you can focus on the FA Cup. Why would you come into this game? I was shocked. I can't lie to you. I did not expect this team to be complacent because of all the things I've just said. All the things I've just communicated to you just now. I thought this team knew that they played shit at the Emirates. It's like they forgot. It's honestly like they forgot. It's crazy. Dami's asking for a link. Shit. Oh my God. Bro, I can't believe it, man. I really can't believe it. I thought my team today was going to be motivated. I thought my team today were going to show levels as to why they're favourites, show why Arsenal are mid-table, show all of these things. But again, it's like this team don't perform against teams that they're expected to beat. I said it. You know what I mean? On the Big Six, the reason why I was so confident to finish top 4 because we have Leicester, we have Man City. These are the games we do well in. But I thought, okay, Arsenal, that they should know that's a London derby. That's a big game. Surely they're not going to bottle that. But it's like they treated Arsenal like a Leeds, and they forgot that actually this game is very important to us. It's incredible. Oh man, I'm telling you, people, I've never. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked, if I'm honest. I don't know how I'm going to get this link. Shocked. Players will still going to collect wages of 100 to 150k. They got bothered by this result, fam. They're not bothered. They should be bothered. If they're not bothered by this result, I personally can't even believe that they're not bothered. They have to be bothered. They have to be. You've just lost at home to Arsenal. Like that's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? That is actually a disgrace. Let's keep it a buck. You have to be bothered, I'm afraid. It's not possible. Havertz tried to drop in and Gilmour moved it. Listen, Gilmour was okay in the first half. He's the only person that I won't slander. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody was dreadful. ITS Merchant says, haven't beat Arsenal in 3 games plus the FA Cup final, or including the FA Cup final. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Do you know what I'm saying? Pulisic still wearing 22, just missing the hair. I don't know, man. It's a disgraceful performance. I'm so disappointed. I'm ready to say that that's probably is that the worst performance under Tuchel? It might have to be, you know, because West Brom we were down to 10 men. At least I could say that. At least I could say we were down to 10 men. At least I can say we were down to 10 men. Saj, if you're watching, if you can send the link to Dami, type in StreamYard on Google and send the link into the group chat. I can't be asked to come off camera right now and do it on my phone. I'm not in the mood. I can't believe it. I'm so disappointed, dejected. It's just like you've undone your hard work, people. You've just beaten Manchester City, the champions at the Etihad. What was the point in winning such a big game away from home? Shithousery on a stick. Last minute winner from Alonso. We all love to see it. But then you play against mid-table, and I'm not throwing digs, it's factual. Mid-table Arsenal, who are in free fall, their season is done, and you decide that's the game you're going to not care about. You're going to be complacent. You're going to move the ball at 1 mile per hour. You're going to play it side to side. There's no injection. There's no intensity in your passing. You're not playing the ball vertically. You're not making runs in the front three. You're not even moving quicker in the second half. You know you need to score. You need to score 2. 1 goal was never going to do it. When Pulisic's goal went in and it was offside, you know what I did? I did this. I didn't flinch because until the second goal goes in, what is there to celebrate? You think I'm celebrating a 1-1? Come on now. And then I find out it's offside. I'm just thinking to myself, cool. Cool, because this is not our day. Do you know what I mean? If someone, I test merchant said, if someone wants to buy Cho, I'll sell, get Sancho. He was awful today. He was great, impact against City, but today, well, when he came, well, he just didn't do anything when he came on. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody did anything. Everybody was shit. If I'm being completely honest, everybody was shit today. I'm not giving nobody no credit apart from... I'll say Gilmour did okay in the first half. I don't really even want to give him credit because, like, nothing happened. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just start handing out credit. I'm not a bank. The subs, no creativity up front. Kova missed badly. Do you see what I mean about Kova? The balance of the midfield, the dynamic of the midfield wasn't there. If this is what I'm talking about of Kova, the only person in that midfield that will carry the ball forward in that pivot is Kante. And we had to rest him today. Gilmour and Jorginho are too similar. This is what I said. Because I feel like they both want to have loads of touches. They both want to be in charge of the ball. They both want to dictate, and it's all great, fantastic. But where's your runner? Where's your guy that's going to be in that second phase that you slip it into and then take it forward, like Kante did against Real Madrid? Where's that guy? That guy wasn't there to break the lines, to offer an outlet. Nobody's there. Everybody just wants the ball to feet. It's really what Real Madrid did in the second leg. Against us, everybody wants the ball to feet. Where's the runners? Where's the runners, bro? Where's the dynamism? It's not there. Oh, one more super chat, and then I'll bring in Dami, who I thought was gonna ditch me. Anita's gone to bed. She's gone to play FIFA. Naming the title because I thought nobody was coming. I was gonna put apple juice in the title. Then I was like, you know what? Let me not even add that. 6 and 7, these players trying to conserve for the final. I don't know if it was a fitness thing, but I can't make that excuse because I've been talking about how big our squad is. And I personally feel like the squad is big enough to handle the congestion. So I can't really, there was a lot of players in there today. Thiago Silva, Mason Mount, Chilwell, Jorginho. These guys didn't play at the weekend. Havertz, these guys didn't play at the weekend. They didn't. Hudson-Odoi came on. He didn't start at the weekend. Where was his energy? So I can't tell you that this is, maybe it is fatigue. And I've seen someone already say I'm overreacting. I'm not overreacting. I'm reacting to the result. I didn't say Chelsea. I'm not going to do this every time I do a review. I didn't say Chelsea was shit in general. I didn't say sack Thomas Tuchel. I didn't say we're not winning anything. I said today's performance was shit. That's it. So don't tell me I'm overreacting, please, because this performance today deserves to be criticised. It was poor. This is a match review of the match. It's not a review of the season. I shouldn't have to explain this anymore. It's a match review. And the match was shocking. We played poor. End of discussion. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not overreacting. Dami, welcome into the building.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to bed. I don't know. I saw you do a poll on your backup account.
On God. Let me see here. Honestly, like, people are expecting me to come on here and talk about Italian strippers. See, listen. Honestly, Matisse, let me show you guys my bed. So you see my bed here? I was in bed. On God, I was actually in bed because this performance here, I wasn't going to film a reaction to it. I wasn't going to put a video on my channel. I wasn't going to come and start shouting because I don't have energy for any of that. Do you know the number of things that we've jacked up with this one loss? People don't understand. There were so many things at stake, Matisse. If we won today, but let me not even put it that way because it will sound kind of positive. The fact that we've lost today means that we need to concentrate against Leicester and Aston Villa. Yeah, it means that Arsenal fans have something to chat about later on in the week, which is
I don't really care about this.
It's not important. It's not important. But Arsenal fans, they have some dignity left. Yeah, and the Arsenal players themselves. Chelsea are not going to have the opportunity to experiment or rest certain players during the crunch period because, true say, we still need to make sure we qualify for this Champions League next season. Yeah. I don't know whether we can do. Obviously, people can talk about doing it via the actual trophy, but I'm I'm not trying to find out then. I want to find out in the Premier League, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? There were so many things we've messed up in one single match. Matisse, I thought them were going to come on fire, bro. I thought they were going to come on smoke. I said they were going to switch Arsenal 6-0, blood. When I saw the first goal, I said, raw, Chelsea can come back in it. We did it against CE. We did it against all these other brands. I said we'll come back, but it never came. We were missing so many shots. Honestly, yeah, and I saw somebody talking to you about saying that, oh, stop being negative. Nah, pack up your bags. On God. On God.
I mean, what we could do then is say, okay, we lost. We played like dog shit, and we just lost to 10th place Arsenal, but it's okay. End of review.
The thing is, if that was,
I really don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. There's nothing positive to take from that performance. So, I mean, if you've got something positive about our performance in the chat, for anybody who's saying overreacting, please put it in there. I don't have anything positive to say about that performance. If you have something, feel free to put it in. Matthias says, back a masterclass next season. Please don't play with me. If you have something positive to say on that performance, people,
bro, I paused because I thought you were going to read that.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Yeah, my thing is like with that thing, Matisse, everybody. Because the thing is, people said that Gilmore was good in that first half. I hear you, but did you notice that Gilmore was actually limiting some of those passing lanes in that first half? The thing is, once again, we saw that Jorginho Gilmore thing against Man City, but then again, one thing we all forgot about is there are two different sides in it. Man City, yeah, and Arsenal, they play very different systems of football. Arsenal today, no fair play to them. Of their plan, and the plan succeeded. So I can't even say too much in that regard. But for me, yeah, obviously Jorginho and Gilmore. So I'm not breaking shit. I don't have time.
What are you doing?
I'm not breaking shit down. I'm not breaking anything down.
It down. To be fair, someone did find the positive. They said if we finish 6th, that aligns with the 2012 season.
That shit. See, listen, I'm in a group chat with CFC. Why, yeah? I'm in a group chat with CFC Dubai. I told him, I said, don't you dare tweet that out. If not, I will cancel you, fam. Don't try it, bro. I don't want to see none of that. Oh, please. Ask Chelsea. Last time Chelsea lost to Arsenal at Stamford Bridge in 2012. No. I don't want to see that.
I'll read this out. This isn't a super chat, but I can see it. I'm gonna read out the super chats as well. I don't want to fall behind. Now, Dami, please someone explain to me what is going on. No game happened today. I can't understand the uproar. Have I been beaten with a crowbar or something?
Is that Joseph?
Majestical Jay.
Yes. Joseph.
I test merchant says, like Tuchel said, hard to create big chances versus Arsenal. Zuma pressing trigger, quick interchange passes. Smith Rowe is a baller. Confidence playing out from the back. I mean, listen, I think we all know Zuma's probably the weakest centre-back playing out from the back, but in terms of the goal, for me personally, I felt like that was Jorginho. I think when you're playing that role that he plays, and like I said, your strengths, if you're Jorginho, need to be your strengths, okay? And your strengths is awareness. Your strengths is press resistance, playing out from the back, organising a build-up phase of play. So you can't be telling me that you're going to pass the ball back to Kepa without looking up and knowing where he is. You can't be doing that. When you were given the ball, you had enough space, you know. Yes, you are under pressure from players, but you're always under pressure from players. That's your role. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Zuma could have played it to Chilwell, but he didn't. And he didn't play it too far in front of you. He didn't make you stretch. Do you know what I'm saying? He played it to your feet.
See, the thing is, you're even over. Listen, that thing was stupid, yeah. It was stupid, yeah. But you're even giving it too much airtime, bro. The whole team was shit, fam. Matisse, listen, did you see how many shots we had? How many?
Bro, don't talk to me about the lack of shots on target today.
See, people listen. Yeah, people are going to use this evening to roast Jorginho and send insults to his mother on Instagram.
The whole team was shocking.
People come at him, but the bottom line still stands. This team, yeah, Jorginho's blunder aside, this team, yeah, what the hell were you, man, doing? What the hell was that? What even in the hell was that, bro? I'm not on it. I don't even know, honestly. Like, what do we even talk about in the, like, what do you break down? What do you analyze? What do you critique? Because if you want to critique here, Callum Hudson-Odoi today was bad, okay? Giroud was bad, Havertz was bad, Pulisic was bad, Jorginho was bad, Chilwell was bad, our back line was bad, Zuma was bad. They were all bad, bro. You know, the thing is, yeah, that defense, they didn't even really see that much of the ball because Chelsea were controlling the ball most of the game. But when Arsenal got the ball, them man were trembling, bro. How can you tremble against Arsenal FC, blood? Them man are 7th, they're 10th.
I must say, I was impressed with Smith Rowe today. He was a live wire. You know, he was kind of what Mason Mount's been for us in previous games. I just looked at that team today and I thought, listen, it's not the perfect team because of that midfield that I spoke about in the preview. I wasn't too gung-ho on two players that similar playing together. But you guys mentioned the Man City second half. You know, Jorginho came on. It was all right. So cool. But even still, you should be winning the game, man. You should be winning the game. I've said it before. This is Arsenal Football Club. Like, it's not a disrespect. It's not a disrespect. But this is the same team where I just watched them put in that performance against Villarreal when it mattered most. They needed one goal and they couldn't get it. And their goal comes from an individual error. But even that aside, where was our chance creation? Where was our shots on target? Where was our do or die attitude? And people will say, listen, it's just one bad result. Don't react too much to it. Of course, in the context of the whole of Tuchel's time here, of course, it's just a second defeat and we're still doing very well, overachieving. But what you guys need to understand is that top 4 could have been wrapped up today. That's the main point here. We could have wrapped up top 4 and we could have given ourselves, again, what I'm looking for, a stress-free end to the Premier League campaign. And once again, Chelsea have to do it the hard way. I still think we'll make it, but once again, we have to do it the hard way and take it to the last game. And do you know what I mean? Now Leicester next week after the final, Leicester are literally 3rd place, so that's not going to be an easy game. And you're taking it down, and now we're like, oh, well, what happens? Manchester United versus Liverpool. I'm sorry, we shouldn't have to be worrying about what happens against Manchester United and Liverpool. I'm sick and tired of this club for the last 3 years looking at other results in this league and wondering, oh, are we going to make top 4 if this guy drops points? It's in our hands. So take control of the situation and pattern up. It's very simple. It's in our hands. Why am I watching? Why do I now need to even turn on BBC Sport app and look what the score is at Old Trafford or wherever the fuck they're playing? Why do I have to care? I shouldn't have to care. This should be done, I'm afraid. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not good enough to come into a game like that where the motivation and commitment of the opposition was in question before the match and it turned out to be us that was confused. How does that make sense? It's crazy. What else can Tuchel do? He can't go on the pitch and shoot and pass. I really feel mad and sad for him. Listen, it's a collective. We win together, we lose together. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Tuchel's going to be looking back. I don't know. Maybe his substitutions could have been better. I'm really, right now, I'm not in the analysing mood. I think all you can eat Chelsea tomorrow morning with Miz and Eunice. I'll definitely watch the whole game back. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not watching that game back. That was disgusting. I'll watch the highlights back. I'll look at the statistics. I'll listen to what the people got to say in the interviews like Tuchel, and then we'll talk about it further even in more detail. I've now lined up Pepper from AFTV and Joel for tomorrow at 6. So I have to talk about this game twice tomorrow. Why did I do that? Set up myself for a double upload. You know why? Because I thought my team was going to win. We missed the energy so bad. Versus the bad teams need runners 4-3-3. Again, like I said, I don't think it's the formation that's the problem. I'm not going to pin it on the formation. The formation that's got us out of jail so much systematically, I'm not going to blame the formation. I just think the personnel took the piss today. Do you know what I'm saying? I just think the personnel today didn't take it serious. Again, even me saying that, I don't understand how you can't take it seriously. Like, what frame of mind do you have to be going into this game to not take it seriously? I said it before the game to you. Dami, I said it to you earlier today. All you have to do is play the clip from the Emirates. That's all you got. Bro, our 2 worst performances of the season, no cap. Both against Arsenal.
No cap.
No cap, bro.
Arsenal.
Bro,
do you know what I mean? It's always Arsenal. It's always Arsenal. It is always Arsenal, Matisse. Do you know what I mean? It is always I don't even want to start swearing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even in that kind of mood, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Matthew
I'm not in that.
He holds the L for this one too. I mean, listen, of course, Thomas Tuchel has to hold the L, man. He's part of the team.
He's held his L he held it in the post match, fam. He held it, fam. I don't feel like he should have held the whole team the way he did, but he held it. He said
what did he say? I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
He basically said that he shouldn't have rotated too much in it. That's basically what he's saying. But then again, I wouldn't have. I can't blame him.
Even agree with that. I think you could rotate. Why not rotate? We rotated against City. So we didn't play Mason Mount. We didn't play Kai Havertz. We didn't play Chilwell. We didn't start Jorginho, and we didn't start Thiago Silva. They all came back into the starting 11 today. Cool. Now Kante is a very delicate specimen. We need to look after him in bubble wrap. Yes, you can tell me his injury woes are behind him. I'm not going to believe you because I got PTSD. So I'm going to look after him for the FA Cup final and make sure that he doesn't get injured. Because if he gets injured, we're seriously fucked. So I understand that, right? I can't read that. I'm blind. So then I'll let the viewers read that.
Selection on Sky Sports. I'm not happy with my lineup. Too many changes. I am not happy. Fair?
I like the way that he takes responsibility, but cool. So then Christensen's not available. So Christensen's not available and Kova's not available. So that picks the midfield, right? Because I said cool, rest Kante. I didn't like the fact that the dynamic was a little bit off, but I would not have moved Mason Mount back. So cool. The only thing I would have wanted was maybe Hudson-Odoi to start and Pulisic to get that rest. But both of them were trash, so who cares? Zuma played. He kind of had to because Rudiger. I mean, maybe.
I'm going to drop on a popular opinion. I'm going to drop for the 700, 800, 1,000. I don't even like watching. I can't see the number.
I'm really happy Tuchel's taking it on the chest.
Honestly, for me, if you watch that go back, you will see Kurt Zuma played a strong part in that. Fact check me. Kurt Zuma, yeah, what he did, the way he passed the check it, Matisse. Check if you watch it back again, because I've just watched the clip back. Zuma,
but there's a point. So to add to your point, someone's making the point that Zuma playing on the left side of a back three when he's right-footed was always a bad idea. But if you remember, Zuma always kind of played on. He played both sides. Like he was never one side or the other. I used to question this too. Remember when Lampard was in charge, and sometimes he would play Silva on the right, and sometimes he played Zuma on the left, and sometimes he played Zuma on the right and Silva on the left. And I think that was mainly to look at the entry pass for Mason Mount in the half space. So whatever side Mason Mount was playing in the 4-3-3, he would play Silva to align with that to progress the ball faster. Zuma has played on the left-hand side enough times to know better. Now, I personally, in my personal take, I put most of the blame on Jorginho because my expectations from Jorginho are higher than Zuma in build-up play. But what's that?
Tuchel confirms Kepa is going to play in the final, like you said.
Yeah. Look, I said that in my argument back and forth with Mod when I did my team selection tweet. I said that Kepa's going to play. And I don't understand why anyone was surprised that he would again, Zac Efron, who I call the Man City goalkeeper, played in the League Cup final, right? So he played the whole League Cup. He's a cup goalkeeper. Kepa is our cup goalkeeper. He played all the FA. He played Barnsley, Sheffield United, Man City. If he's going to play Man City, I think he's going to play Leicester. I said that. He's going to play the FA Cup final. You don't play a goalkeeper in the cup and then kick them out of the starting 11 for the final and say, sorry, mate, but I'm going with a different team. That's the whole point of a cup goalkeeper. They would have had that discussion behind the scenes. They would have said, listen, Mendy's my Champions League and Premier League goalkeeper. You cost a lot of money. You're on big wages. Marina wants you in the fold. You're my cup goalkeeper. Take me to the final. If we get to the final, your reward is you're going to play in the final. I don't understand the surprise there. So, and I personally don't have a problem with it. He's kept clean sheets. I wanted Mendy to start, but the goal is not on him today. The goal, it was a shocking pass. I've seen some people trying to blame Kepa. Kepa was making a passing angle for Jorginho.
People come onto this thing and just blame whoever the hell they want to blame. People, come onto this platform. I'm seeing stupid tweets on Twitter. I'm seeing comments everywhere. I'm seeing Instagram. people just come on and blame whoever the hell they want to blame. Honestly, it would have been easy for me to come onto this scream, shout, and just scream about Jorginho. What did I do? I went back and watched the thing. I watched that game. Nobody should call Kepa's name out, fam. What on earth? I don't even like Kepa, but why you? This whole thing was shocking, bro. What are you man talking about Kepa for? Kepa starting in that FA Cup final, they're going to change it. He's been good recently. Man has been good. So one man them telling me about Kepa messed up here and there. He did it, fam.
Kepa, right? Kepa stood in a position
parallel
to Jorginho's. So Jorginho's eye line could see him, right? You when you're playing in midfield, right? You're playing in tight spaces, especially in build-up play. So your awareness, you see Lampard, Iniesta, all these guys, they always used to scan. But to make it easier for your midfielder, you will try and get in their eye line. So Zuma, it's a simple triangle. Zuma was at the base of the triangle. He could have passed it to Chilwell or Jorginho. He chose Jorginho. Would I have preferred Chilwell? Yes, but it doesn't make a massive difference to me, to be honest. To be honest, my opinion. Jorginho gets the ball. Kepa was in his eye line. He was alongside him to make it easier, so you could see him there. And Jorginho, for some reason, decided to pass towards the goal. Jorginho made an assumption that Kepa was going to be in a position that he wasn't. You need to scan. You need to look around you. You need to know your options. You need to know where your players are around you. If you're going to play up in that role as someone who controls the build-up, someone that is going to not only control the build-up from a passing perspective, but organize the build-up and tell people what position to be. That is Jorginho's job. You have to know where your players are around you. And for you to just aimlessly pass it towards the goal is not good enough. What did you see that you put a lot of blame on Zuma for that? Because at the end of the day, that's the main talking point. That is what's decided the game. Apart from Havertz's miss, which was shocking, the one-on-one, and the fact that we didn't create shit. Why do you put so much blame on Zuma then?
Zuma, I'm watching literally because I want to make sure I get this very spot on. I'm watching this back here one more time. See what Zuma is doing with this stupid little pass here, yeah? His passing options. He could have passed to Jorginho or Kepa, yeah? This brother passes it to Jorginho when he has two man on him. Not only has he done that, yeah, when he gets the ball back, he's not going to progress the ball forward, okay? He had three passing options, blood. And this man gave it back to Jorginho under pressure with three other people. Do you know how mad that is, Matisse? You got Zuma, who lacks the thinking to be able to get progressive attacking passes. I'm not saying he's stupid. Before people come and take this and imply something that's not true, the fact of the matter is, if you rewatch that clip here, because football, people can look at 15 seconds here. 15 seconds in a football match doesn't give you enough context. You need to go a few seconds back. Have you seen the video I'm talking about? Let me send this thing.
I'm not watching it right now.
You never have access to Twitter. I don't know if I can turn this and show it to you, man. But my point is that
let me just get my charger 1 second. Don't even show it.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
If Zuma had sorted out the passing options way better, we're not having this conversation. This conversation about Jorginho messing up. This brother here had three man on him, and Zuma is still passing the ball into him. But because it's Jorginho, Mr. Italian that nobody likes, and all these other things, once again, Jorginho was part to blame. On God, he's part to blame. He's meant to be there. He's meant to be making better decisions and all of that. But Zuma was terrible. He led up to that thing. He put Jorginho in that position. And if you want to disagree with me, I don't even want to have a conversation with you. On God, respectfully. I don't want to have a conversation. If you want to just go watch it back. Just go and watch it back. I can even retweet it so you man can go have a look at it. But the fact of the matter is, if Thiago Silva is in this brother's position there, yeah, if Thiago Silva is in Zuma's position there, we do not concede the goal. Like I keep saying, Jorginho should have done so much better. What he did just now was not correct. You know, I'm coming. He should have been very aware of the surroundings. He should have passed the ball way better, and things could have been different. But Zuma definitely played a part in that. And if you disagree, then you've just got a straight on agenda on Jorginho. Go watch it back, fam. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I've watched this thing like 5 or 6 times before I came on here to start talking. One thing I can tell you, man, is that before I start talking things, and you, man, see, I'm not even on a joke team this evening, in case it's not clear. I'm actually visibly irritated. I've watched that back quite a few times, and I know I'm speaking blood. Go back and check, fam. On God. Like I said, Matisse, when you get the chance to watch it, you see what I mean.
I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it. I don't even know when I'll watch it.
two chances. He had two chances to relieve the pressure.
But do you know what is with Zuma? Yeah? Do you know what is with Zuma? He doesn't move the ball quick. Zuma needs like 2 or 3 touches to control the ball.
This is what I mean. This is what I'm saying, Matisse.
So
If you watch it back,
days. Man's
if you watch it back here, you will see that the first time he gets the ball, 1, 2, he pauses, he loads. He's loading like Windows XP from 1977, fam. That's what he was doing. Not only did he finish loading, when he's done loading, yeah, he passes the ball to Jorginho. He doesn't even make himself available for a sensible pass. He doesn't pull back to pull out. He doesn't do anything to help.
Do you know what's mad here? Do you know what is mad with Zuma? In a back 4 last season, he was considered our best centre back. Right now, he's the weakest. If we're being real, out of all the centre backs right now, all the senior ones, he's the one with the weakest standing out of all of them, and he's the one at most risk in terms of his ability in this system. Now, if you're changing back to a back 4, that might change up quite quickly, but in this team right now, he's bottom of the pecking order. So, you know, ball playing wise, we know he's definitely the weakest. That was never a strength of his. He was always a recovery defender in a high line that could make slide tackles, bail you out of jail. Did a great tackle against Man City, I think, on Sterling. Dominant in the air. But, you know, set-piece delivery's been absolutely shocking for a few weeks now. I don't know why. Ball playing was never his strength. Let me just quickly blast through some super chats. Yeah.
I just want very quickly. I need to jump. I need to do some moving a bit right now for like 5 minutes. But somebody saying, Dami, you sounded like you have an agenda going on in against Zuma like this. Let me tell you, yeah, I don't see. Listen, my agendas, the only agenda I have, yeah, and it sort of faded away because of recent form, was Rudiger and Alonso, blood. And Hakim Ziyech, people know I joke about that. I don't have time to run agendas against nobody, bro. If you go back and watch the goal, listen, Matthias, send me your Twitter account. I will send you the video so you can watch it. I will send you the video so you can see it, fam. You can see it with your own. You will see what I'm talking about. I think with the arrows, it makes everything so much clearer. My thing with this guy, people are calling him. I didn't insult Zuma. I didn't call him stupid. I didn't say he was tactically daft. I didn't say he was. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything rude. I didn't say a single thing rude. The truth about the matter is, if you go back and watch it, because you can look at that 15 seconds where Jorginho messed up, all well and good. You need to push back an extra 15 to 30 seconds as well to see how much of an impact what Zuma did. Because if you go back, just watch it, fam. Did you see how much?
The good news, I'm not watching it right now. The good news is I'm getting a haircut on Friday. So man's gonna have a fresh trim. I'm just trying to find good things out of my arse at this point. Alex says probably exposes our weaknesses and advantage of Leicester. I don't know. I don't know about that yet, but I'm just talking about this game. I don't know about Leicester right now.
Yeah, move me out of the studio for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll remove you. All right, cool. I'll see you in a second. I don't know about advantage Leicester because Leicester just got their butt cheeks clapped up to Newcastle. So I can't really tell you that. What I can tell you is that this is a massive L. This is only going to go on for an hour, this stream, and I'm getting a haircut on Friday. So at least that's going to be better. Arteta giving Tuchel medicine. Damn on you. I mean, to be honest, like I said, this whole London is red thing, you can say that if you want shamelessly, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that we're in 2 cup finals and you're fighting for the European Conference League. I'm not sending shots. It's just facts. Like, if you want to shamelessly say London is red, that is all good with you. But at the end of the day, I know whose season I'm swapping for whose. So I'll hold the L with grace, though. It's one of them things where I'm like I said, I'm lost for words with that performance. The performance just came out of nowhere. It's not a performance that I'm used to under Thomas Tuchel. It did feel a little bit like a performance that would have been given at the end of Lampard's tenure when the team weren't quite playing for him. There was maybe this, a little bit of issue behind the scenes in the dressing room between seniors and youngsters. It was a very Lampard, towards the end of Lampard's tenure type performance. It wasn't a performance of a team that are in a cup final in a few days. It wasn't the performance of a team that just beat Manchester City. It wasn't the performance of a team that have been high flying in Europe. It looked like a team that was dejected, a team with no confidence, a team that had been on a losing run. And that's why the performance just doesn't make any sense to me, because it doesn't reflect where we currently are as a football club, which is why, once again, as I said with the West Brom game, I have to take this game in isolation and I have to take it out of all of the good stuff, because we've just beaten Manchester City. We've just beaten Real Madrid. We've just, you know what I'm saying? There's so much good stuff going on right now. I kind of have to take this performance once again, just a second time now, take this performance in isolation and take it out of everything that's been going on. But I can't legislate for why that performance was so shit, because we didn't even go down to 10 men. Of course, against West Brom, you go down to 10 men. You never expect to concede. You never expect to concede 5 goals, even with 10 men. But at least I can cling on to that as a supporter. But to play against Arsenal, knowing that you performed and stripped at the Emirates, and then to come and play like this now in this game, in the reverse fixture, when you have the opportunity to solidify yourself in the top 4, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Jamie, is it? Apologies, I'm so blind. People, I mean, look, I guess for the last 15 minutes, we may as well look ahead to the FA Cup game. Of course, you know my schedule. All You Can Eat Chelsea is tomorrow at 11 a.m. And we have Pippa and Joel from AFTV. Pippa from AFTV coming on at 6. So we're going to have to talk about this again. Sadly, they'll give their take on it from an Arsenal perspective. I want to talk about the FA Cup game coming up, Dami, for the last 15 minutes, because we're literally going to cut this at an hour. Has this dampened your mood going into that final? Are you less confident? Are you worried? How are you feeling?
This team, yeah, they have shown me they can play football when it matters. You know what I mean? When it matters and when things are critical and when things are exciting and when things are necessary, they will play. So I'm not dampened by that game. People on Twitter.com feel like the world have ended. People in the comment sections feel like the world has ended. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it that way. All I'm seeing, the reason why I'm angry this evening, yeah, is because of what happened in the reverse fixture on God. That's why I'm angry. I'm angry because I wanted retribution. I wanted something. Do you know I'm coming from it?
I get you.
The comeback from. I wanted something that was so much better. Who's messaging me like this? Block cloth. I'm stopping. What's going on? Anyways, like I was saying, for me, I wanted these men to come back on smoke. And they didn't, Matisse. Do these men need to always be in the final or semi-final or the Champions League to play ball? They don't need to. They shouldn't be, fam. Do you know what I'm saying, Matisse? Like, I don't know why them have to move like that. People are out there being stupidly reactionary all over the place. I don't have time for that.
This is why I'm not tweeting. This is why I said, listen, if you really want to hear what I got to say, I'll be on YouTube. I'm not going to say nothing on Twitter. I'm not tweeting. After this stream, I'm going to my blood clot bed. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't got no byline today. Me and Alex have said we're just going to turn the page. We're not talking about this. And we're just going to move on. So I'm going to bed after this. I'm not talking about this game again. Well, I am. That's a lie. I'm talking about it tomorrow twice. So God help me. But we'll try tomorrow to put a different spin on it, I guess, or talk about it in a different way. But Big Steve has entered the chat. Hold on a second. Aaron has said that Chambers handball goes under the radar a bit. Aaron, you know what I'm like, bro. I appreciate that. I understand that, but you know what I'm like. If we don't play well, I'll focus on that. I don't want to find excuses. We could have had a penalty. We could have had this. We could have had that. If we had played well today and got shafted, I understand the difference between a Chelsea defeat when we played brilliantly and get shafted, and we're unlucky, we hit the post, we had created loads of opportunities, goalkeeper has a blinder, fantastic, cool. Then we can talk about that. We were shit. So I will rather focus on that than create excuses as to, we didn't get this, we didn't get that. Because as far as I'm concerned, the decisions balance up over the end of the season. And for me, we didn't play well enough. That decision did not define the game. We were shit. That's the main takeaway. Big Steve saying TikTok. Listen, Big Steve, you know what the bet is. Not your bet, my bet. If you win the Champions League, I'll wear the Man City shirt. If you lose the Champions League to us, it's your turn to wear the Chelsea shirt. And by the way, that bet, it shouldn't worry you, because if you're so confident in winning, then you won't be wearing a Chelsea shirt. So there's nothing to lose. Simple. So I'll propose that to you again on the Big Six, my guy. I will keep it moving. But yeah, this is not the best way to prepare, I guess. But listen, you're never going to have a flawless run going into this anyway. 1 second. Someone's saying I missed something. Sorry, Samo. Let me go back to it. Let's see. Aaron, apologies. I'm using a different laptop. So, any more quotes? Was there an interview after the game from any of the players, Dami?
Matisse, honestly, I just saw the few two cool ones, but I don't want to hear what any of their blood clots have to say. Do you know where I'm coming from? I don't want to hear what any of their blood clots have to say. If I'm on God.
Lee says he liked Thomas Tuchel's reaction after the game. Would you guys play Chile in the final? So inconsistent, loves pass backwards. For me personally, you know, I've spoken about Chilwell a lot on this channel, and I was very critical of him in the middle of the season when he was so poor. Because for me, when you pay that kind of money for a left back, they have to be consistently in your starting 11. There should be no Alonso. There should be no Emerson, especially when you pay that kind of money, and especially when they're the only signing that are Premier League proven, and that's meant to be a plus in their favour. Now, personally, for me, in the last couple of weeks, I think he's been very consistent. I think he's been very good. So I would play him in the final. Personally, I really would. So, yeah, to answer your question, I would play him in the final. But yeah, he wasn't great today, but nobody was. So it's one of those ones. Yeah, it's just crazy. Deluded Guna. I'll see you tomorrow. Do you see what I mean? Like I talk to so many Arsenal fans on a weekly. Turkish, Leeds, deluded. It's long for me. Joel pinging up my phone on WhatsApp. I don't know if I got AFTV commitments tomorrow as well. It's like you man don't understand how much I have to firm this so much tomorrow. I'm talking to Joel Pipper on this channel. I got Ransom deluded. We got Eunice and Miz. Like, you guys get to go to sleep. I have to talk about this again, man. This is the problem. And I don't really want to talk about this game.
Like 4 to 5 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? Go talk about it.
I really don't want to talk about this game because there's not much to talk about. From my perspective, we were just awful. Like, there's not really much to dissect. Let me look at the league table. The last 9 minutes, we're just gonna talk about our top 4 chances and whatnot. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna flip the switch. I still feel we're gonna make top 4. We can still make third. It's still in our hands. I think we're 2 points behind Leicester now, and we play Leicester. So if you beat Leicester, you go back into third, and you've got Aston Villa. What I do know is this is probably going to go down to the last day, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to avoid that. We're currently 6 points ahead of West Ham. They have a game in hand, and Liverpool have 2 games in hand, and they are currently 7 points behind. So they have Manchester United. We're kind of looking at that game and hoping they do us a solid and take points off Liverpool. I'm still confident in our ability to make top 4, but my main point is 2 things. The performance was disgraceful, and they didn't show any fight, any energy, any grit, any determination, anything. And we're not trying to find any more adjectives. They didn't show anything. That's my main issue. And then the second issue is that we could have wrapped it up today and taken the pressure off ourselves, but we haven't done that. And it's the Chelsea. It's a classic Chelsea to drag this situation on to the last day, and we'll probably still make it. I'm still confident, but there was no need for this. We didn't need this drama in our lives. It was unnecessary. And by the way, Arsenal, that's their 3rd win in a row, and they're now up to 8th. Is it above Everton and Leeds, and they're right up Tottenham's arse for the European Conference League place in 7th. So that's going to be an interesting battle.
I don't even know, honestly, like, do we have to do, can we not end this thing now? Because honestly, I don't even feel like talking about it.
You can go if you want. I'm going to go 7 more
minutes. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave 6 minutes.
I promised them an hour. I'll go up to the hour mark. I mean, really, at this point, get in your questions. If you have anything that you want me to bring up that I haven't discussed already.
Let's have an interesting conversation. What type of apple juice are you drinking tonight, fam?
Huh?
What kind of apple juice are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking the same apple juice as always.
What type?
They're non-alcoholic.
What brand? This is. I have to go pause panel and do a match reaction. Nah.
Oh my God! The Queen speech. Oh shit!
I checked the link in chat. I didn't think she'd come through, but she's here. Nah, I beg. Let's see what Anita has to say. But like,
yo, I need this, because the Queen told me she was going to bed, And I was just about to come towards an end, and the Queen's speech has arrived. Anita, take it away, my darling. This is all for you, man. Honestly, I'm not talking against.
There's nothing to say.
Talk to us.
There's nothing to say. I was hoping you guys could come and cheer me up, but I guess we're all in the same mood. So, yeah, there's nothing to say, man. I'm defeated. I'm defeated today.
What were the key moments for you? Because obviously the goal was an individual error from
that was the key moment. That was the key moment. There's no other key moments. That was the key moment. I don't even want to go into Kai Havertz. No, I look the other way.
Kai Havertz finished.
I'm looking at Dami. Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I
don't want to go into it because I feel like that should have been buried. Okay, whatever. And then you got the Zuma, then the Giroud, and
this is your first defeat on the channel.
Yeah,
it's so depressing.
And it had to be fucking Arsenal. Oh,
and
God.
you know what? I've just come from Terrace, right? And there's bare Arsenal fans there, and they're just saying how Arteta found out Tuchel, and I'm just thinking, how? Humility is a gift from God that everybody should practice. Humility is needed because there's no way Arteta found out Tuchel. Arteta played the game very well. He played his chess pieces very well. I commend him for it. But if we didn't make the mistake, Arsenal weren't scoring. So we take the L, make the L, man.
If Werner missed today, the reaction would have been wild.
Let's keep it a butt. That miss from Havertz was a joke. You
wild.
gotta be finishing that. You have to be putting that away. And for me, he's one of the guys in the final third that I would say was one of the best finishers, in my opinion, from what I've seen from him. Him, maybe, I don't know, Pulisic or Mount. And for him to not bury that was kind of shocking. And it was a terrible miss. It was an absolutely shocking miss. Blew it way over the bar. No composure. You know, I really don't understand where that came from. It was shocking. I mean, Anita, is there anybody in the team today that you can give? I don't do player ratings on this channel, but if I did, is there anybody you're giving above a 5? Apart from is it Gilmore?
Gilmore had a decent first half.
Thank you.
Decent first half.
People are gassing that first half from Gilmore like it was the second coming of Christ.
It wasn't amazing. It was decent.
It was okay. It was the best part of a shambolic bunch.
Yeah.
Man, literally, Chelsea fans, man.
But seeing as we're doing player ratings, I can tell you someone who got a 1. Well, no, not even a 1, 0.5 from me. Shit. And everyone's going to say, Anita's got an agenda. Anita's got this.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic was awful.
I knew that as well.
Contributed absolutely nothing today. I was shocked. I'm not going to lie. I expected so much more. And the thing is, I was thinking, Pulisic definitely going to score the winner. He always has a bad game, but he pulls something out of the bag. Today was an awful match, and he was the worst forward in my opinion.
That was shocking, though.
Callum came on. Holy shit! I've just been defending Callum this morning. Holy shit, bro!
The thing about Callum was poor.
Bro, man did a Madison and just spat back in my face, fam. Are you crazy?
What I don't understand is he switched to the left, and I thought, maybe something, maybe he'll deliver something. And he just kept losing the ball. He didn't show any eagerness to get the ball back. And anyway, I don't know. I just personally want to get this day over and done with. It's a blip. We needed these 3 points though. Like, one thing I'm not going to do is cap and say like, this was a one-off game. Like, we didn't need to win this game, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't even tell Arsenal fans that we didn't even need this game because we did.
No. You'd be lying.
We needed this game. We needed those 3 points, or at least to salvage a point, something. We needed something from this game. We didn't get it. And now I'm sitting here just all depressed about it because Liverpool have 2 games in hand. They win their 2 games, 1 point behind us, forcing us to have to play our best teams for the last 2 games. The next 2 games, they're finals for us. Apart from the actual FA Cup final, the next 2 are finals for us, and we've got full strength.
We got 4 finals.
Full final.
Yeah,
And it,
basically.
and it only had to be 2 if we had
It
won
only
today.
had to be 2.
That's the main takeaway.
That is the most jarring part. That is the most jarring part.
However, seeing as I'm going to the match on Tuesday, I'm happy that maybe we'll see something interesting, you know.
Yeah.
I won't be sitting in the cold for no reason, so we might see something interesting.
That could have been an opportunity to see Tino Andrin.
And then we're talking about Tino today.
They were asking. Listen, for everybody that was asking about Tino Andrin on Dami's stream, you're not gonna see Tino Andrin anymore. Yeah, there you go.
What did people want Tino Andrin to come and do? What did they want him to do today? What did they want him to do? Because people were saying, "Look to your bench, you got Andrin there." What did they want him to do? What exactly did they want him to do? I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. But in this match, we were 1-0 down.
I don't know. I think they were just asking, when are we going to see him? Well, listen, you're not seeing him now till pre-season.
Not this season, my darlings.
Not this season. This season is important. There's a lot going on right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know when we're going to see him? You see the pre-season when everyone else is resting. That's when we're going to see him. That's when we saw Cho, and then Cho broke into the team. So you never know. Everyone takes time.
Arsenal fans are so honestly big up to.
Don't talk to me about Arsenal fans because I got to talk to them.
Man is doing a ratings. He's giving Party 8, Lenny 8, Smith Rowe 9.
Who's doing the ratings? Who's doing their ratings?
He's doing Deluded Guna fam. Holding 7.
Married. I've got to speak to Deluded tomorrow. This is going to be long for me. Oh, my God. You men are sending me onto Rance's stream like this. Are you for real? You men have no care, you know. No care or no concern for your man them that are riding out for you on this YouTube thing. You're sending me to Rance's stream like this. Are you for real?
This is the life we chose.
I'm going silent.
It's the life we chose. You might as well wear a ski mask, fam, because it's the life we chose.
Why do
people blame Zuma though? Why do people blame Zuma?
Well, Dami did. Well, let me read out some super chats. Zuma was at fault. There's so many options. That's from Cello.
I'll send you one blaming Zuma.
Pulisic was channeling his inner William today. Jesus Christ, from Matthias. That's a damning statement there. I'm gonna hold corn from. Let me just scroll back up because StreamYard like to piss about. I mean, yeah, Dami's got his reasons, Anita. Anyway, I think he said.
I watched that. I see. This is when she watches it. She'll tell you what I said. I'm not going to say what I said, so Anita doesn't hear what I said. Let Anita speak, and she'll say exactly what I said.
Well, listen, I'm gonna watch it back, and like I said, people, right now. From what I saw, I watched it 2 times, and I gave Jorginho most of the blame. Maybe on All You Can Eat Chelsea tomorrow with Miz and Eunice, I might give more blame to Zuma. I'm gonna watch it back, and then I might change my opinion on it. Emmanuel says, "Why does Zuma look so uncomfortable at left side of centre back?" If I'm being honest with you, Emmanuel, I think Zuma looks uncomfortable in possession. If you make the situation tight for him, and you make it a press, and you make it congested, and you force him into something, he looks uncomfortable. Zuma is very average from a ball-playing perspective. He can switch the play, and he can make the simple passes. But under pressure, and this is the key here, because to be a ball-playing centre-back, you have to play it under pressure. Not switch the play 50 yards or whatever. Everybody can do that, or everybody should be able to do that. If you're playing for my football club, you better be able to do that. But to do it under pressure, when you have to make quick decisions, that is what separates ball playing centre backs from non-ball playing centre backs. And he's not a ball playing centre back, so that really is the end of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Aaron says our young talents will take us to the top 3-4. Take us to the top in 3-4 years. We need someone in their prime to finish everything. I think, like I said personally to you guys, I think we need a striker and a gunman. Not this wishy-washy every couple games I score and then I don't and whatever. I'm talking about a proper gunman, right? We need a proper striker. Someone who you need a bulletproof vest around them. Not someone who doesn't shoot on target. And listen, like I said, I love Kai Havertz, but he's not a striker. And I've said that before. I like him playing there right now because it's probably the best of a bad situation. But we need a striker. And then you probably need a holding midfielder. Not to replace anybody, because I still feel like if Jorginho's agent shuts up,
maybe?
I don't know. I personally want Marquinhos. I know it's not realistic, but
Amen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a sweet spot for Marquinhos.
Amen.
My dream targets are Harry Kane and Marquinhos. If that can get done, I would love life. I know it's not gonna happen, people. You don't need to tell me I'm deluded. But I feel like we need a holding midfielder because we need to be able to affect the game in a different way in that role. We need a bit of height, a bit of strength. We need just some of the basic characteristics of a holding midfielder. Anita, what are you thinking?
Sorry, hay fever's killing me right now. I was gonna say, with the Zuma thing, I understand. Thank you to Lufefa in the comments. Said bless you. Yeah, I understand why you blame Zuma. I still don't blame Zuma though. Because yes, you're being pressured, and just like Matisse said, like you're meant to be a ball playing centre back. And you know the one thing that we all said, like when we started playing this three at the back, when Tuchel came in, is that Zuma cannot play in that back three ball playing role. Like that's not his.
Do you remember in the middle as well?
Yeah, like that's clearly not his bag, and he showed it again today. Even though he was on the left, he showed it again today. It's not his bag, and it's like, you know, I don't really blame him too tough because. At the end of the day, when you watch how we play, right, more time when we're under a lot of pressure, when the back four is under a lot of pressure and they have to pass back, we normally pass it back through Jorginho anyway. So Jorginho coming back, that was him creating space for Zuma to pass it back to him. And that's how I saw it going. I personally think that Jorginho, he should have looked up. He should have seen that he's playing with Kepa, not Mendy. He should have seen that Kepa's not going to be in the center of the goal.
He could have took a touch.
You know, he actually could have took a touch. He could have just taken one touch
and this is why
calm the game down. And he dictates the tempo of the game. So I don't know why it was so hard for him to do that at that moment in time. So I blame Jorginho.
This is why I apportion just a bit more blame to Jorginho because my expectations with Jorginho in those scenarios are higher. I know Zuma's gonna fuck up at times. I know this. This is my bread and butter. It's my red wine and white. I know this is gonna happen. But Jorginho, this is your whole life. Your whole life depends on build-up play. Your whole life depends on being press resistant. Your whole life depends on organizing the first phase of our possession. So when you make a blunder like that, I have to apportion more blame to the person where my expectations were higher. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I don't expect Zuma to be a good ball playing centre back, why am I getting angry that he might have made a mistake? Why am I angry? Of course I'm not angry because I expect this, or at least I know this is coming. Jorginho, and you know I stand up for Jorginho more than anyone on out of the three of us probably. Do you know what I'm saying? But he, for me, the reason why now I have to blame him is because I've done all of the standing up, because I've been saying these are your strengths. So if your strengths are this, your strengths have to be that. You cannot now tell me now, these are my strengths, and when push comes to shove, I'm going to bottle it. These are your strengths, my guy. This is what you're best at. Zuma, it's like me complaining that Jorginho missed a header from a corner and it didn't go in. That's Zuma's thing. It's like me saying Jorginho didn't make a recovery tackle on the last line of defense just before the goal. That's Zuma's thing. Jorginho's thing is this, and Zuma's thing is that. So I really highly doubt. I'm going to watch it back tomorrow, people. And like I said, if I change my mind, you know that. But I really will struggle and I really highly doubt that I'm going to change my mind from Jorginho to Zuma in terms of the majority of percentage of blame for this incident.
Yeah. I think Zuma has some blame. Don't get me wrong, he has some blame for it. But like you said, the expectation of Jorginho, that's what nails it on the head for me. Like, you
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We know our players and we know their strengths and we know their weaknesses. So we expect them to be good at their strengths and we know that we need to cover their weaknesses. I don't ask Jorginho to outpace Saka on the break-in transition. I don't, because I know he can't. I don't ask Zuma to be a ball-playing centre-back because I know he can't. I ask Jorginho to do what Jorginho does best, and I ask Zuma to do what Zuma does best. Zuma will take some of the blame, I'm sure, when I look back at it. But I am nearly 99% sure that I will be saying to myself, Jorginho, you should have sorted yourself out there. You had a time to take a touch. pick your head up and know where your goalkeeper is, and then play that pass properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
I prefer Lee to die. I'm going to sleep.
I prefer not to speak.
Back it up, fam.
We're gonna wrap up, people. Like I said, that's my opinion on it. Me and Dami will slightly disagree, but that's what this channel's all about. Opinions. Obviously, people will have their own opinions in the chat. I'm sure some of you blame Zuma. I'm sure some of you blame Jorginho. I'm sure some of you even blame Kepa.
I don't care. See, the thing is, everybody can blame it. Some people, I promise you, someone are going to find a way to blame me out for that goal. You know, I'm coming from people will always find something. You know what I'm saying? But for me, they were all dog crap on God. Every single, they were all bad. Every single one of them were bad, didn't it? So I'm not even going to make too much noise.
I'm gonna go through.
People are asking, like, "Oh, Dami, what's the plan for tomorrow?" Don't ask me that.
I'll get to that at the end because I have to ask you that. That's kind of the rules. But Matthias says 6 points dropped in a month. Jorginho blunders. Listen, I won't say 6 points drop. I'll say 4 because this game, I can't tell you that if we don't concede, we're gonna win. We were so shit in attack that it could have finished 0-0. But the West Brom game, I agree, we would have won. So I'll sympathise with you there. I'm not sure where these super chats are from. But I'm gonna read them out here because I don't want to lose them. Over one says, I'm upset, got this, has ruined the day. But after a night of rest, I'll remember we have an FA Cup final and Arsenal are 8th. 100%, bro. Like I said, this is a review of this game. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a little bit annoyed on my shows, but I'm just talking about this game. I'm not talking about the whole season. And another super chat from Archer's Fury says, striker and DM are glaring needs. Also, don't underestimate how much a proper striker makes the wingers look so much better. Yeah, the movement of an elite striker who knows what he's doing up front in that role with the experience, of course it will make a difference. So that's a great point. Listen, Dami, listen, we're going to wrap up. Link is in description, people. Dami, anything coming up, let them know where to find you, brother.
No promises.
No promises. No promises that Dami will upload tomorrow. And I wouldn't blame you. The only reason why I'm uploading this is because I've got a schedule of people that are fitted into their
I can always stream tomorrow. It's not hard, but like I'm not gonna make promises in it because this game.
Yeah, and by the way, last take, Werner. You know, Werner's movement, I would have killed for some movement in that front three today.
Bro.
So as much stickers we've given Werner and Nita, just talk on that for a bit. Werner, did you miss him? Because I actually said at the start of the stream I did miss him.
Do you know what's mad, right? Because Arsenal, this is why I say Arteta did a good job today, yeah? Arsenal were defending so well at one point. They were parking all their 11 men. Once Giroud came on, they gave us more space because they knew Giroud, he needs a lot of time on the ball and their defenders can catch Giroud easily. So Arsenal gave us more time, more space. And who can run into those spaces behind the defense? Timo Werner. It was sad. It was really sad. I think Arteta played a really good game. He was playing chess and Tuchel was playing checkers. I can't lie to you.
You know what? I don't credit Arteta much, but you're spot on. I think he did a good job when Giroud came on. It seems obvious, but you still have to do it. He pushed that line up. And by the way, he didn't force them to play out from the back. That goalkeeper just took the long kicks. He said, listen, everybody push up. And Giroud's there. Everybody push up. We're not playing out from the back. We're going to loft it forward. And
I thought that was really good of him. That was really good. But Timo Werner would have been able to get into those pockets behind and it would have caused them more problems because Pulisic weren't running anywhere. So
I don't hate Arteta, by the way, for that person in the chat. I just don't rate him. I don't rate him. I don't hate anybody. I've never met him. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. You know, I'm looking to learn the language of Spanish. Maybe he could teach me. I don't hate him. I just don't rate him. Victor.
Guys,
look,
let me not curse in Spanish.
Victor's put in the links. Again, Victor, thank you so much, bro, because I was going to be doing this myself, but I really appreciate you as one of the mods of taking the mantle of putting the links in. You never miss. So, Victor, thank you. Special shout out to you. He's put the links for Gold Diggers in the chat. He's put the links for Dami's YouTube. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to them. Again, appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. All you can eat Chelsea with Miz and Eunice. I'll probably talk about this game for a bit, and then we'll talk about mostly the FA Cup game and just talk about other stuff. And then Pippa and Joel, Pippa from AFTV, will speak about that at 6 and just get the Arsenal perspective and move on. So, yeah, big up to everybody. I've got nothing more to say. And yeah, in a bit, people. Much love and guidance. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Perfect.